right, boys and girls, let's have some fun and draw together. Maybe your parents would even like to join in today. Anyone can join in your household. Everyone is welcome. Today's project is recommended for 2nd grade. Today we will be drawing some orcas. All you'll need today for our orcas is a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser. Remember, draw lightly enough that you can erase if you don't like some of your marks. Afterwards, if you would like to use markers, colored pencils, anything you have at home to color it in would be fun. Go ahead and have some fun with that. Let's start with our shapes. I'm going to use a marker so you can see better. Remember to hold onto your paper with one hand, draw with the other hand. The first shape is a circle. Anywhere on your paper, you can use a scrap piece of paper also. Next shape is a dot. It's a circle, but we color it all the way in, so we call it a dot. The next, do you remember the name of this line? Very good, boys and girls. Horizontal. Can we all say that together? Horizontal line. Next line, you remember that one? Vertical. Very good. Vertical line. Very good. We have one more line. Remember the name of that one? Diagonal. Very good, boys and girls. Let's say it together. Diagonal line. Okay. Then we have our half circles. A U. An upside down U. Looks like a rainbow. A C and a backward C. All of these are half circles. If we put them together, it would make a full circle. Then we have our angled lines, which are our V's. A regular V, an upside down V, which looks like an A without the crossbar, a sideways V, and another sideways V. Very good. Then we have a slightly curved line. Remember, it is not as curved as our upside down U or rainbow. It's not as straight as our straight line. That's why we call it a slightly curved line. Then we have our lazy S. Our lazy S laying down or horizontally, we call a hill and a valley. And then we've been doing spirals lately, which is just fun. So remember, you start in the middle. Looks like you're going to do a circle, but you go past that point and just keep going around. And remember, they make wonderful snails. That's why they're fun. All right, so those are our shapes. Remember, we're going to do them before every project because it just makes it easier for us to draw. All right, great job with your shapes, boys and girls. Now we'll get going with our picture. So remember, before you even get started, you have to think about composition. What do I want my picture to look like? Do I want 2 whales? Do I just want 1? Do I want more? How big are they going to be? Okay. Which way do I want my paper? This is all composition. This is all how your picture is going to look at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and take a marker to draw so you can see it a little better. But remember, it's okay using a pencil so you can draw a little lightly and erase if you don't like something. So the first thing you have to think about is, where do I want, whether it's going to be 1 or 2, where do I want the first whale? Okay. My first whale, I think I'm going to put right about here. See where my finger is? Okay, boys and girls. Let's remember to hold onto your paper with one hand and draw with the others. Okay. So right about here, I'm going to go ahead and put my circle for his eye. Now, my guy is looking down at the other whale, so my pupil is going downward. So I'm going to go ahead and make a half circle right there so I know that it's on the down part of his eye. I'm going to color in most of his pupil, but I'm going to leave a little white spot there. Okay. You remember, you can do the eyes any way you want. I know all of you have different ways of doing eyes, and that's great. Okay, so we've done our eye. The next step, under the eye, I'm going to start right about here under the eye. I'm going to make a, that's right, boys and girls, a horizontal line. Okay, Okay. At the end of that horizontal line, that's where I'm going to decide the end of his mouth would be. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of U there. Looks like a sideways cane, right? A little hook on the end of that, just a little one. Okay, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to make sure this is past its eye. I want to make sure it's enough past its eye, and that's where the first wing comes. So come down with a line when it's long enough, curve on back for your flipper. Okay. Then we are going to touch here and we're going to make a curve line back. Now notice on this one I came straight up and curved back, and on this guy I kind of just curved over. So there's no wrong or right, whichever way you like better. So if you like it better where it just curves over, that's great. If you like where it comes up a little bit more and then curves, however you'd like to do your whale is perfect. I'm going to touch right here. Remember I said I'm going to touch where the hooks ended. And however you want to do it, if you want to go straight up or curve, no wrong or right. But I am going to make sure that after I do my curve, I want to come back past this first flipper. See, do you notice how I'm past that first flipper? So go ahead and do that any way you want. I did it a little different. I did it more like this little guy than this one today. But now I know that that's where I want this flipper. So I'm going to do a slightly curved line out and a slightly curved line back. If you'd like to do a lazy S with your fins, that's fine. However you think it looks best. We're going to go back to this first flipper that we did. Remember this line that I made? I'm going to say, excuse me, hop over and continue this line. I'm going to pass that flipper. And then do you see how I made an upside down U here? Pretty big one, right? Nice big upside down U. And then a regular U behind it. So a hill and a big hill and a valley. Now I'm going to do the rest of his top body here. So I'm going to touch right here. Do a slightly curved line down. Stop about right here, almost even to his eye. You decide where you want to stop. Remember, there's no wrong or right. Now I'm going to go ahead and remember this upside down U that we left? This little valley here. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to curve up with it, and then come on and meet that line right there. Now I have to do the bottom, his little belly. So remember, we haven't done that yet. So I'm going to touch right here, his mouth. I'm going to go to the flipper, say, excuse me, hop over, try to start at the same place over here. Continue with that curved line, coming up to meet there. And now we have the bottom of the body and the top of the body. Now we just need his tail. Now remember, you can make his tail any way you want. You can do slightly curved lines like I did this. You could do lazy S's. So I'm going to start with a slightly curved line there, a slightly curved line there. They have pretty big tails, so don't make it too little. And then maybe to make it easier, I'm going to make a little dot right there because I know that's where my middle is going to be. So now I know all I have to do is come back to that dot. Okay? And like I said, if I want to do a lazy S to do that, I can, right? I think that looks the best. It's totally up to you. But I did connect 9 with lazy S's, kind of like that. If you like that, go ahead. So we have our first whale done. If you'd like to put more whales in now's your chance. Remember the steps we had. I'll go ahead and do one with you. I'm going to put him right down here. I give him a circle for his eye. He's looking up, so his pupil's going up this way. Darken most of it in, but I'm going to leave a little bit shining right there. Okay. Remember the next step? A horizontal line under his eye, ending with a little hook or half circle there. Then the first flipper, a line, curve back. touch the top of this little hook. You decide how you're going to make it, if it's going to just curve straight up or go straight up and then curve. But bring that back past your first flipper. Then comes his flipper. Okay. And remember this line that we made? Say excuse me to the flipper right here. We're going to continue a line past that first flipper. That's a fin. And then we're going to make a nice big upside down U to a regular U. All right. And remember the top of him. I'm going to touch right here. Slightly curved line. This guy's a little smaller, so I'm going to stop right there. This upside down U, I'm going to go up and come over to the end. Remember, that's the top of my whale. I come back to the front. A nice curved line to my flipper. Say, excuse me, hop over, continue to there. Perfect, boys and girls. Now remember, all you have to do is add his flipper. The tail. I think on this guy, I'm going to start a little closer in. So I'm going to do a slightly curved line there, a slightly curved line there, and then remember, I did a lazy S. Actually, first I did a little dot right there so I know where my lazy S is going to start and stop. So here it is. Okay, so that tail is a little behind there. So if you like the way it looks, where the tail's a little bit more on the body, I think that I do. This one looks a little like it's kind of detached. So if you don't like that, boys and girls, go ahead. Remember, you're in pencil, no big deal. Go ahead and erase just this one line and then just correct it and make it a slightly curved line from here more to the body, like this one, if you like this one. Now let's talk about where our whale is. Yes, he's in the ocean. So what other things are we going to find in the ocean? Seaweed, right? So seaweed comes from the bottom, usually. And I'm going to come up with a slightly curved line. I'm not going to draw on top of my whale because I did such a beautiful job. I'm going to say, excuse me, hop over. Excuse me, hop over. And I'm going to continue to go up. I'd like mine to end more in a little of a point and get skinnier at the top. So that's what I did. So there's my one seaweed behind him. I'm sure there would be more. If you would like to put, like I did in this picture, I even did the bottom of the ocean a little bit. So I did maybe some land right there. And I put in a starfish, right? It's a little sloppy right there, but he's still cute. And then after I did my everything that I wanted to do, all my seaweed, I even made lines through it so that I could draw different colors for my ocean. I kind of like that. If you think about it, when you think about the ocean, it has different currents in it, and hotter and colder currents, so maybe they'd be different colors like that. So have some fun, boys and girls. Be creative, enjoy, and stay safe. We'll see you next time.